there, guys. I hope you're having a good day so far. For those of you that might not know, I live in the Southwest and I love jalapenos. I think I've stuffed just about everything I can think of into them. So I think this will be a little bit of a heartier, more savory kind of jalapeno popper because it's going to have marinated sliced steak, caramelized onions, and it's going to be topped off with some melty provolone cheese, and I think they're going to be really good. The process that I'm using for this is going to be a little bit different because of the meat, and you'll see what I mean as we go along. So what I'm going to do now is just slice up the meat super thin across the grain. Use the best kind of meat that you can think of that you like, and it will work. So I'm just going to go ahead and get everything sliced up here and ready to go, and when we come back you will see the rest. See you here in a minute. Alright, I forgot to tell you a couple of super important things. First of all, I started with, I think it was about a pound of leftover steak that has not been cooked yet. You can definitely use steak that has been cooked if it's left over. Just you slice it up super thin. And I'm using this Jack Daniel's marinade in a bag. I've never tried this before. I've heard a lot of good things about it though, and it smells amazing. So I put all the sliced steak into here, and it's just going to soak in that while I slice everything up. And I think that'll be enough time, especially for this recipe. So if you're using steak that is frozen, let it almost thaw out the whole way, but keep a little bit of a chill on it because it makes it so much easier to slice. And I am also using 15 jalapenos, which is 30 poppers, and then 1 medium onion sliced super thin. So I forgot to tell you about all that. You will also need a cast iron skillet, or any skillet will work, and a sheet pan with a little rack on it. So I'm going to continue coring out these jalapenos. Make sure that when you're working with jalapenos, you're really aware of how hot they are. I've had people so upset with me because I haven't put warnings on my recipes. I'm warning everybody. If you're not aware that jalapenos are hot, they're hot. So make sure that you take precautions, wash your hands before and after, and definitely after. Do all of the things you need to do with your hands before you even start working with jalapenos. So there's a little disclaimer for that, and I am going to continue coring these out, and we will be back with the next steps. Okay, so right now I am sauteing up the marinated sliced steak, and I'm just going to go ahead and cook this till it's about almost all the way done because it will get some time in the oven to finish cooking. I've set aside the cored out and sliced jalapenos, which I just used a spoon to get out all of the seeds and all of that hot stuff in the middle. And we've got the onions just waiting on the steak to be done. When I told you in the beginning that this is going to be a little bit of a different process than I'm used to for jalapeno poppers, I meant that because once I take the steak out, I'm going to reserve it onto this plate, and then I am going to give the onions a nice caramelization in that sauce. Set those aside, and then I will put the jalapenos into this pan and char them up a little bit. I think that will really help them come to life in the oven and make for a delicious end result. So there are a few steps to this recipe, but I promise you it will be worth it. So I will see you back here once I am charring up the jalapenos. Okay, so I am at the stage now where I'm just giving the jalapeno peppers a little char. I wish you could smell what this smells like in here. It smells like fajitas. Over here I reserved the steak and caramelized onions all cooked up in that marinade. So these will be super flavorful. I cannot wait. These you just want to get a slight char on because they will have some time in the oven. So kind of like that. I'm going to go ahead and take these out, and when we come back we will start stuffing them and getting them into the oven. So see you back here. Alright, I just took them out of the oven. They were in the oven about 40 to 45 minutes, with the last 5 minutes with the cheese on them. That's all it took to get them all melty and gooey. You can see the steak under there with the caramelized onions. And charring up those peppers beforehand really made a difference because they wouldn't have gotten all that charred flavor without doing that in that extra marinade. I hope you give them a try. I'm excited to taste these, and go to the blog. You can get the exact recipe on there and see the final photos, and we will see you next time.